Oh, look at there's a body over here. Oh, they've been feasting. Been feasting on my surviving friends. Or the ones that didn't survive, I should say. Hello, my lords and ladies. I'm Pitch Dark, and welcome to Outward. So Outward is a new game that we're going to play. So I bought this on Steam back in November. It was on sale. I've been following this game for a little while, and it looks really, really amazing. It's a open world RPG that has survival elements to it. I played a little bit of it just to test it out, and it's a pretty massive game. I'm really going to enjoy playing it. It has a difficulty level that they say it's like Souls-like. It's pretty demanding fighting, and you really have to kind of plan out your attacks and things like that. Watch your health, stamina. There's just a lot to it. It's really, really good. So we're going to start off. I'm going to create a new character. So it is a co-op game. You can play with a friend of yours. You can play. What's cool about it is that you can actually play the split screen. So if you have, your friend or your significant other, you can play this on the couch, hook up a couple controllers and play. So we're going to do a single player. We'll do normal. And the character creation is not all that great. There's really not a lot you can customize, but it really doesn't matter because once you get armor and everything, you basically everything gets covered. So it's really not all that bad. So I'm going to just go through, whip up a quick character. I'm going to do a female character this playthrough, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. This is what I'm going to go with. This is Jen. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there really isn't a lot of options to use here. All my life I lived in the safety of Cerzo, spared the brutality of the world outside, but life in Ori is never that easy. For all the safety that my tribe provides, our laws are harsh. We are judged not as individuals, but as bloodlines. The failures of my bloodline weigh heavy on me. My grandmother brought ruin to our tribe long ago, bringing a heavy blood price upon my family. We've paid the debt caused by her actions ever since. I don't know if we ever find out what she did. I hope we do. I joined an expedition across the sea with my old friend Yazan, hoping the money made there would be enough to clear my debts. This was a mistake. I'm lucky to still be breathing after our ship hit rocks on the voyage home, or the return voyage. Now I have no choice but to pick myself up yet again and face the wild, untamed land outside the walls. I must carve out my own future or die trying. Okay, so basically we're shipwrecked. So this is kind of like the starting zone. You just kind of, look for things. There is a whole tutorial that, teaches you the game mechanics. I went through all that and did horrible with the fighting part of it and everything. But we'll figure that stuff out. I'm just going to basically pick up everything I can find. These gabberries are good for food and everything. So you still have to eat. You have to drink, all that kind of stuff. You need to take care of your basic needs. And it seems like everything that you find is useful. There is a use for it, depending on what you want to do. You can see in the bottom left-hand side is my health, my stamina, but there's no mana. Now, that one interesting about this game is that you can play this game. You don't have to use magic at all. But if you want magic, you have to earn it. You have to kind of unlock your mana, and to do that, you have to go into I think it's called the Spiraling Mountain or something like that. I'm gonna press F to drink water. Okay. But yeah, so you need to basically unlock it. And when you unlock it, you're sacrificing health and stamina from what I've seen. So I don't know if we're going to do magic. I kind of want to, just to see what it's like. But But yeah, I think we'll probably go for that as well. So up here, there's some stuff. Okay, bandages. More gab berries. All right. This is our friend Yazan. He's the one that we sailed with.
Hey there.
Jen, you're alive. You must be freezing. Come warm by the fire before you freeze to death. Where are we, Zahn? The last thing I remember, our ship was hitting a rock.
We're not far from home. You can see the lighthouse from here, can't you?
I guess we can. Ito made it out too. He's making his way home to Cerzo to get help. Ito made it out alive too? Thank you, Elot.
He's a Kazite. He was born on a ship.
This probably isn't the first time he had to survive a shipwreck.
Go ahead and sleep in one of the extra bedrolls.
Okay. So one of the things you're going to notice, and it seems like with some of the other NPCs I've talked with, the voice acting does not match up with what's on the screen. Can be annoying at times, but it's not. To me, it's not an immersion breaker all that much. Oh, this is a lighthouse. Okay, so we are close to home. I'm just gonna search around here. I know there's other things we can find. That's one thing about this game too. As I played it, you can find things in everywhere. So you really got to kind of search around, see what you can find. Some of it useful, some of it not. Some of it you can sell, break down into materials, stuff like that. So, machete. Okay, so this is basically our first weapon. We actually could use. This is a fishing pole we picked up. We could use this as a weapon as well. It's kind of like a spare. I think we're gonna go with the machete though. And we get a pickaxe, or a mining pick. This could also be a weapon. Okay, so you can use that. So it's like a heavy two-handed weapon. Oh, and one other thing to note too is, so see my weight? You can see there's a bag symbol down here. My weight is already over what I can carry. So basically what we have is our pockets on our uniform here, or our attire. So we're over by 0.7. So you got to really manage your weight, manage what you can carry, and that affects your stamina. It affects your dodging, like we can dodge. It affects how fast you dodge, how much stamina you use. So okay, we're gonna get into our first battle here. Oh, okay. Like I said, these things are... Fighting in this game is no joke. Okay. It's like there's more than one. So it's just an echo. Oh, damn. Thought I had dodged it. Come on, you little bastard. Come on. I'll make a move. Alright, whew. Alright, so we lost almost like more than half our health there. Just by this one hyena. Now I could have fought that a lot better. So you can see our health is down. Does not regen. In order to regain health, you need to use bandages, potions. I believe there's some food that will do it. Like I don't think these do. Restore stamina over time. So the meat will, but we have to cook it. So we can't eat it now because it will give us a chance of getting a disease. But we can use the bandage we found. We'll use that. And you can see our health is gaining slowly. Alright, let's see if we do better against this one. Oh, look at this body over here. Now, they've been feasting. Been feasting on my surviving friends. Or the ones that didn't survive, I should say. Ooh. Alright, yeah, so one thing I learned with these, if you block, attack, and dodge right away. Because they are fast. So one thing too, when you're blocking, you can't, if I just hold my block, it uses stamina. Not a lot. But I don't know if it will use more based on the weapon I'm using. All block damage seems to me is blocked 100%. But you can see down bottom, there's a white bar. It turns yellow when I go to block. That is my resistance to impact. So, like, when that goes down, if that goes all the way down, I'll fall. I'll get knocked down. Oops. So that's not good either. So you got to keep an eye on that. Look at that, we got some clothing. All right, we'll take all that. All right, and what it does too is, you notice it auto-equipped. It'll auto-equip items, and it did it with my tattered robes too. But we can compare these and see which one's better. Yes, I guess this was better as far as cold weather. There's different climates in the game too, so you could end up in a colder climate. So you need to make sure you're wearing the right attire for that. All right, so we're pretty loaded down, but we can still move. As you can see, we're over by 3.7 units, pounds, whatever the measurement is in the game. But you can still move. There is a point where you won't be able to. You have to drop stuff, so it's kind of tough for someone like me who likes to hoard a bunch of stuff, but that's how it goes. But in this case, I don't think there's anything else we have to worry about as far as fighting goes. So I think we'll be okay. So I'm just going to grab everything we can. Games like this, you want to grab everything that you can early on, and then after that, you just manage it better. If you don't need to grab seaweed, don't grab it. I'm so tired. Oh. Alright, so I'm going to take that. I'm not going to take the wood. Take the cloth. We'll take the flint and steel. So you need the flint and steel to start fires. The cloth you can use to make bandages and other things. So the graphics on this game are pretty darn awesome. Like I said, the character details, I guess not that great, but the landscape is amazing. I think, anyways. So I guess that's our wrecked ship over there. Alright, Yazan. So right now what we'll do is we'll sleep. Like he suggested we do. We can rest. Alright, so like any of these survival games, you need to rest. So you can see here on my health where it's low, but there's a little darker area here. This is burnt out health. And right here is burnt stamina. The only way to gain that back is to sleep or with potions. So, we can keep going and going and going. But the longer we go, the more, especially stamina, more we'll burn out. And we won't be able to fight as long. We'll get tired faster, things like that. So you have to kind of manage that as well. You can see we're hungry right now, but we're not going to worry about it because we're going to sleep. And I kind of know what's going to happen. So we're going to wake up back in our lighthouse, all rescued, and everybody's happy. Well, somewhat happy. It was a shipwreck, so not everybody's going to be happy, obviously. Unconsciousness comes quickly and you dream of being ensnared in something. With a yelp, you jump out of bed. Relief floods you as you recognize where you are. You are back in your old bed, at home, the lighthouse in Cerzo. So the lighthouse is our house, which is kind of funny. Yazad must have brought you back to our family's lighthouse. Only your aching body tells you that the shipwreck you suffered was not a nightmare. Yep, so we didn't dream it. We fell obviously so tired we fell asleep on the floor or fell out of bed. Who knows? But yeah, so it really did happen. We really were shipwrecked. Yada, yada, yada. All right, so we've got items in here we can take. So we'll take the worker boots, automatically equips. So we have now boots. Green worker attire, which should be better what we're wearing. Yeah, and you can compare it. So I hit tab, I can compare the two. So we'll put that on. There we go. Doesn't really match in color, but I guess we'll have to get over that part of it. So you can see we're really loaded down, but we'll get that taken care of shortly here. All right, so over here is an improvised satchel. Or a primitive satchel, I should say. We can equip this. Blink, now we have a backpack. Okay, and we can put stuff in there. So I could take things that I want to keep. So like our money. Everything has weight, so even our silver has money. Has weight on it. I could put our mining axe in there, or pickaxe. Fishing pole. Alright, so now we can be able to move around better. Alright, and this is our stash. So we can store stuff. Oh, we got other stuff. Look at this. Oh, shiv dagger. Straw hat. Huh. Alright. We'll take all this. Alright, and I'm going to put in the torches. Don't need those right now. We could cook up all this stuff, so we're going to keep this stuff. We'll put the hides in there. Linen cloth, we're going to make some bandages, so I'm going to keep that. We'll put the seaweed in. We'll keep this other stuff because we're going to make some food. And this other stuff we can sell, or we can turn into rags and make bandages and stuff. Let's see. All right, so this is actually better. Has better resistance, better impact resistance, which is that bar down here. So the more impact resistance, the less likely we're gonna get knocked down. Has no cold weather defense, but it has good hot weather defense. So that's something to keep an eye on. If it starts getting colder out, the environment will change. So we'll have to maybe switch out what we're wearing. But I think we're gonna wear that. Yeah, we're looking fancy. It's looking good. All right, so this is everything that we're wearing. I'm actually going to put... Well, no, I'm just going to keep this like this. I'm going to sell this stuff. Let's get some more gabberries here. Get some jerky. All right, down here, this is our kitchen area. So we have an old lantern here that we can take, and so we can use that, light up our way. So you have to kind of hold it. So if we're in a cave, you do have to hold it. There is a backpack we can get where we can hang it on the backpack, but we can't afford that right now. But it's pretty cool. So what I usually do, no, that's not how you do it, is I will hotkey it. So I can take it out, put it away. All that happy stuff. Get some bread. Iron, flint. Improvised bedroll. So the bedroll is so when we're out in the wild, we need to sleep. Could do that. It's a recipe. So this will teach us how to cook something. And this is our kitchen, so we can actually make stuff right now. We can make this. We'll do that. So this is the recipe we just picked up and learned. So if we have these ingredients, we can make this. And this is a fish that is mana restoring. So when we have mana, this might be a good meal to have. Let's go here. Let's put more stuff back in here that we don't need. Like the iron scraps. Eventually once we get enough silver, if we get a lot, I'll start storing some of that in our chest because we can carry it, but everything has weight. So if you're not going to use it, no sense in carrying it. Put that in the satchel. I'm actually going to keep that. I'm going to keep that just in case. That's tattered. Nah, I'm not going to do that. We'll sell it. Oh yeah, the raw meat, we could have cooked that. Let's go down. So meat, all kinds of foods will deteriorate after time. But if you cook it, it kind of slows it. So there's no recipe here to actually cook meat, but you can click here and do a manual recipe. And everything here we can pretty much cook. So we can just make meat. Bread, we can toast it. Don't think you can cook the bugs. Let's find out. Nope. So we got one food waste. So you can't cook the bugs. But you can cook the gabberries, though. Alright, so it's always good to cook the stuff. And you can still use them in recipes even if they're cooked. So if there's something like calls for gab raspberries and you already cooked them, you can still use them. And another thing that I've noticed is that if I put food in here, it does not rot. I don't know what to do with this. Wasted food, they may be used for it. I don't know. So we're gonna put that in there. I'm gonna put in stuff that I'm just not gonna need. We'll keep some food on us. But once it's in here, it seems like it doesn't go bad. All right, so let's head on out. And we have a nice friendly mob here. Hey guys, what's up?
Rise and shine, Trog spawn. You think you can nip off for 4 months and not pay what you owe the tribe?
No.
A blood price is sacred. You can't just shrug off that responsibility.
For as long as you did. I was trying to earn the money.
If I don't see the money from you by the time I count to 10, you'll regret you ever came home.
I just woke from a shipwreck. Have a heart, will you?
Yeah, you were on that ship too, weren't you? How many lives must your family be responsible for destroying before enough is enough?
See, so none of that matched up to what is on the screen. How do I know you're not at fault? I lost my daughter on that voyage. You bring ruin to the tribe just like your grandmother.
If you can't make the payments you missed, we will seize your home!
That ought to cover 4 months of ignoring your duty to the tribe. Either pay up or get out of our way.
Enough of this! 12 people are dead. Stop this shameful behavior at once.
This is a time for the tribe to come together and mourn our lost loved ones, not to demand payment from a survivor.
To threaten someone like this while the lost lives are still fresh is an insult to their memory.
Yeah, none of that's there. Jen is a victim of a shipwreck too. Under the laws of the Blue Chamber Collective, I have declared a period of mourning. You understand what that means, don't you?
But, Chamber Lady Aberdeen.
Jen has clearly been.
I said that is enough! If you want to resume discussions after the mourning period, feel free.
But until then, your concern should be for those whose lives were lost in the wreck.
Oliel, see these people off, would you?
You heard, Mother. Away with you, or I will personally see to it that you get double shifts of guard duty.
Ha ha! You tell her, Oliel.
I'm sorry that was the first thing you woke up to.
That's okay.
Please forgive them. Many of them have lost family and are not thinking straight.
I can't believe they want to seize my home. Can't you do something?
If I could do more, I would. The most I can do for you is declare a mourning period and buy you a little time.
But if you don't pay off those 4 months of missed payments on your home, the tribe will have my head. So for 5 days, no one in the tribe can ask you for what you owe.
That gives you a few days to pay back the money.
That gives us
Either
5
gather
days.
the money or earn a tribal favor, and they won't be able to touch you.
So that gives us 5 days to pay back 150 silver coin or earn a tribal favor.
Once you can make the payment, come see me. Please find a way to make it work.
Okay. All right. So we have to either come up with the 150 or earn a tribal favor from somebody in the village or actually outside the village. I kind of know how to do that already. So we will do that. So I guess I have to head outside the walls.
That does seem like your most effective option, dangerous as it is.
I doubt you'll be able to gather as much in a short time just by staying in Cirzo.
Never forget, no one is an orphan in Cierzo. Do not hesitate to ask the rest of the tribe for survival advice.
Okay.
If you can do a great deed for someone in Cierzo, we will owe you a tribal favor.
But you will accept as payment. Okay,
Once
got
you're
it.
ready to leave Cierzo, speak with Burak, the gate warden.
He would judge whether or not you are prepared to face the outside world.
Remember, you only have a few days.
5 days.
May your ancestors watch over you.
Okay. Thank you, Riza Aberdeen. Okay, so. Well, we survived the shipwreck. We came home, and now they want to take our house. Wonderful. Apparently, these people don't like us or our family. Whatever my grandmother did. Really pissed off a lot of people, it seems. But I think what we'll do now is we will end this episode here. And when we come back, we're gonna go around the village. We're gonna talk to people, learn a few things, and there's quests we can get, and then we will go out and try to earn that tribal favor. So I do thank you for watching. So please remember to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. And remember, I'll see you next time.